Look, when I leave, I'm coming back. I'm coming back for vengeance. For all you, like how Denzel Washington said at the end of Training Day, I'm putting supernatural cases on all you bitches.
No, no, my part is Jerome from Snowfall. I'm putting all you bitches on notice.
Exactly.
And we are back with episode 9 here at the Unpacking Black podcast. I'm your girl Shelise.
Yes, and White, and like she said, we are back. Thank the grace of God, we made it to episode 9, and we out
Yes.
the box with it, man. We finna get into it, man. So, let's do a quick recap of the week. Well, the weekend. What did you do this weekend?
I didn't do anything this weekend. I have been in the house under the weather for the past week. It's not COVID. I got my test and it came back negative, but you can't have nothing. You can't have the sniffles without it being COVID nowadays. But I'm gonna be sounding like Batman on this one
Oh
because
shit,
my
nah, you
voice,
good?
my voice is
I'm just
deceiving me. But no, I didn't do nothing. I got some much needed rest. Drink my orange juice and my tea. Trying to kick this cold.
yeah. Now, man, big ups to you, man, for just staying well hydrated during this time of crisis. Me, I just did pretty much the same thing. Just stayed in the house. Just got some work done. Ooh yeah, came up with some new intro music, y'all. Woo
I
woo.
know you've been busy.
Yeah. Now I just be sitting around and it like the spirit just hit me.
It
So I
just
was
come to
like,
you.
yeah, it just hit me. So I'm just sitting at the crib, ain't shit going on. I'm like, okay, let me load up the goddamn workstation and get to it. And just so happen I'm banging out beats, and I come across something. I'm like, oh shit, this sounds like some fire intro music. So yeah, man, that's gonna be debuting. It might debut today. It might be sooner than that, or a little bit later than that. But the shit on the way, people.
You ain't giving
Just fuck with your
nobody
dog.
no exclusives, huh?
Nah, I mean with the way I work, I can have a new fucking intro song every week. Every time we do this shit, we'll be 400 episodes and I have 400 different beats on their ass.
Hey, I don't doubt you for 1 second.
Yeah, that was my weekend. So let's jump into it. Let's get into this thing. What we got? What we got?
We have some very good topics today. I feel like we never disappoint.
Yeah.
The first topic on the list, which has been trending, has been a lot of buzz around this. K. Michelle in her new face, as they're calling it. She's saying she don't have a new face. She says she been off the scene for a while. Y'all haven't even seen her. Of course, she gonna look different because she been fighting for her life in the R. Kelly voice for the last 3 years. With her other issues and concerns that she had with her other surgeries that she's had in the past. She has some of those removed, and I think she has some reconstructive surgeries and things like that. And she's been trying to build back her health. And then she popped out on the scene looking like a new chick, and the tabloids had something to say about it.
So you wanna speak on it or you want me to go
I,
first or
I honestly, yeah, I'll go ahead and get into it.
yeah, you go
I
first.
did see the live video that she did, and in the video, she did look like herself. She was a little
Hmm.
emotional and had a red nose. She was crying and stuff, but in the video, she looked like herself. And then I can understand how pictures can be deceiving. Some people saying she bleaching. I did go back and look at some of her old photos, and she do look a shade lighter, but I don't know if it's due to bleach. I'm not sure. And then she talks about how she almost, died from all the surgery she had back in the day, and it was done improperly, and her body was rejecting it and all this stuff. And then she went back and got more surgery done. If I'm not mistaken, she got her boobs done, and she said she got a nose job. As far as I know, that's the only work that she's gotten done since she's been on this road to recovery and fighting for her life. So that just don't make sense to me. I wouldn't almost die from getting plastic surgery for all these years. And then she's such an advocate for women and, saying that she wants them to not make the same mistakes that she made with getting the surgery done, and that she should, you should love yourself and the body that you have and the body that God gave you, And then she turned around and went and got her boobs done and her nose done again. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Don't make sense to me.
All right.
Don't.
Tag, I'm reaching in for the tag. Slap my hand like we some tag team wrestlers.
Go.
I know, right? So I'm running in the ring. I'm hitting niggas. Oh shit. So I seen the pictures. I haven't seen the video. I go look at it, but in the pictures, like the first few, like the first two, whatever, it looked like a totally different person. Then when it got into that third photo, I said, well, okay, I see K Michelle in there.
In there.
Yeah, but it just as far as the look, like she looks different, and not necessarily even in a bad way. So my advice to her is that like, and I know just looking at her past history, like she's had surgeries, like you know what I'm saying. She's had augmentations prior. Um, I would advise her to stop here, because the thing is for most people, and this goes back to what we were saying like last week, like motherfuckers don't be paying attention and listening to people, like, but you do this shit because it ain't even like, I feel like a lot of times motherfucker might be like, I want some big titties or big or smaller nose, or you know what I'm saying, like I want a hairline or whatever you doing it for a reaction from other people, because it's something really wrong if you look in the mirror and you don't like you, and you been living it with this motherfucker and looking in the mirror, looking at the same motherfucker your whole entire life. So for anybody to roll over one day and say, I'm displeased with how I look, my question to you is why? And usually it's something external. It's like, well, the other girls might look this way, or they got a bigger booty, I want a big old booty. You know, you might not just feel like you belong, you know, because of societal norms. To that I say, she's in a good place. She hasn't went too far. Well, I ain't gonna say she ain't went too far. I'm gonna say she learned her lesson from going too far with plastic surgery. So I think that how she approaches this is gonna be more tempered, as long as she just like what she got done is enough. Like she perfect. Like she, like if
She
I had
perfect,
the money,
huh? What? You
if
about
if
to
I
risk
if
it
I
all.
had if I had the money, I risk it. That's what I got. I got to add that caveat in there, cause see they doing it for a nigga, but whoever that nigga is,
Talking
he
about
probably got
she
a lot more money than me.
perfect. She about to
But nah,
risk
she
it
she
all.
perfect for her. Like she don't look bad. Like she didn't go too far. And the thing is, like with her ass, it was like, you know, when she had done her butt, like
Her hips.
she realized she had done went too far, to the point where she got like all kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like it got serious, like motherfuckers about to die because they done put that bullshit in their body. And that was something we were talking about too, like, man, niggas do be out here wilding, and the people that do that and get into that, they ain't calibrated right in the head. More so, and I'll go as far to say this, I only approve of plastic surgery when it's something that people need. So sometimes, you know, a nigga might not have a nose, and then they give him a prosthetic nose. I'm cool with that, bro. It's almost like
Yeah.
that shit weird, nigga. You got a hole in your face where a nose supposed to be. Like, get that man a nose. That's the kind of plastic surgery I approve of. When people sitting up here talking about they want a bigger ass, or they want, you know, they just want to modify their body, and it ain't for like no reason where it's like, okay, man, I'm fucked up, like, so I need this. Then I'm not for it. And she done some stuff, and she still look good. You know what I'm saying?
She
Like
does.
she
She
ain't
looks
went too
very
far.
nice.
She ain't went too far like some other people.
Well, she did it wrong and then turned around and did it right, I guess. She learned from her
Yeah,
mistakes.
man.
And she's so tiny. She only 5'5". She don't need all that hips and ass anyway.
Yes, she do. Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, yeah, you.
You
Oh,
can't. You got to be able to carry it, okay?
I'm over here sweating like R. Kelly during that interview. I'm fighting for my life. You think this a game?
I can't with you. Not today. Well, I'm glad that she's, happy and healthy and, pink hair, whatever, bleach, no bleach. She looks good. And I was one of her clapbacks. She said, I'm pretty, get over it. So
Yeah, she ain't lying.
people
You
gonna
know what
have
I'm
something
saying?
to say either way. So
But I don't think nobody can really say nothing negative to her or bad about her. We were just like, oh, damn, she looked like a different person. Not even saying the person that she turned into is an ugly person. Like, I don't know, K Michelle was fine, but this looked fine too. So it was like, it's more so of a lateral move. I don't think she went up because she looked good before then. You know what I'm saying? I fuss with it. But even now she's still cute. It ain't like she done some shit where like, man, this nigga right here look crazy, man. Like, mm-mm.
I
Like,
mean,
so
she's
I
always been very open and honest about what plastic surgery she's had done. I mean, so we know the things that she's changed. She says she got a nose job. You could clearly see it if you look at her pictures, and you can tell
yeah,
the difference. And I mean, it looked good. I ain't mad at her.
yeah, that shit look good, man. Niggas can't hate, man. It's too late to hate.
Too late to hate.
Yeah,
We gonna hashtag that one.
yeah, man. So
Speaking of artists,
shout out to K Michelle. What we got next? You ready to jump?
yo boy Pooh Shiesty over here getting arrested. He's supposed to be at the strip club throwing dollars, not bullets. What's going on?
I tell
What's
you what's
happening
going.
in Miami?
I tell you what's going on. When I look at like Pooh Shiesty and I see a lot of the other young rappers, I'm gonna just give like good constructive advice right now. They really need like a OG. Like they need like a OG. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody that's older than them that know like how to move in the streets, the street codes, the do's and the don'ts, and they need to they need to stay close to that person. I think we look at a lot of artists like they just seem like they get into trouble and they get into things that can be easily avoided, but because they don't have an OG around, and they really ain't got nobody with more street knowledge than them, or just like they're street savvy. So you gotta understand, like a lot of their entourage is just their homeboys, and their homeboys don't know no more than them, and that
Right.
ain't necessarily a bad thing. It's just like you're a young man, you ain't never in your 20s, and all the dudes around you they in their 20s. So nobody actually knows anything about how to move in real life. Yeah, you know how to move on your terrain in your hood or whatever, but your hood is just a really small place in the grand scheme of the world. Like the hood is just a blimp on the map. So it's like, do you know how to move when you in Florida? Do you know how to move when you in New York? Do you know how to move when you in California? Do you know how to move when you in Texas or Georgia? These different places, you have to do things accordingly. Like you can't just go to anybody's city and do what you want. You can't walk in a club in Florida with money hanging out of your pocket because first of all they're looking at you like you ain't from there. That's the first thing.
Right.
The
They
second
already
thing
see
is that
you ain't from there.
yeah, and so people are already apprehensive on that note. So it's like if I'm from Georgia, and let's say I'm doing good for myself in Georgia, I can't come out to California and do what I do in Georgia. It's like people don't know who I am. They got a different code of conduct in their neighborhoods. So it's like I have to tread with caution. So when you somebody and you got all these racks hanging out your pocket, like that's a statement. It's almost like, bruh, you can go like, and he learned that lesson the hard way. It's like you can go some places and niggas will pull it on you. Niggas are up and pull it. Like niggas in Florida don't like. You don't want to play them kind of games with dudes like that. Like not in them areas. Like like when you're in Florida or like let's just say for example you in a space place like Atlanta. And I'm just naming areas in the South because I'm from the South. You don't go around stun like I'm that like I'm that guy because people will pull your card. You'll go to the club and stunt and it'll end bad for you. And unfortunately, it didn't end good for my man Pooh Shiesty. But that speaks to the point of them having an actual OG. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody that's street savvy, know the streets, know the do's and the don'ts, and just know how to
Yeah.
avoid
Show them how to
trouble.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I mean, he only 21, and sad to say, a lot of these young, rappers, artists, whoever, you get fame, and sometimes you just don't know what to do with it. No one ever teaches you that. So he just out here having fun, thinking he doing, what 21-year-olds do. And look, you gotta be watching your six, man. I don't know. And then now he done got arrested and he on this. What's the charge? Is it a
Uh,
attempted
I
murder?
want. Yeah, cause he shot somebody. He shot the
Yeah.
security guard. So
I mean, it
yeah,
seemed
now
like he
he.
had a good judge, though. I don't know if you saw the clip with the judge, and she was like, "Well, he's here now, so what's your point?" When they were trying to give him a higher bond. So, I mean, hopefully somebody looking out for him, and I hope his story don't end before it even gets started. Like, he's just so young and talented. I just wish people would teach them or show them the way so that they don't get out here and get some money and just start throwing it all away. You got to
But
move
you, but you,
different.
yeah, but I mean that lens like that go back to what I was saying. It's like these guys, man. First of all, understand this. This is something that I say and it's paramount and it always holds true. When it comes to these guys getting these record deals and all these and getting all these endorsements and just this huge influx of cash, black people have to understand that. Look, first of all, ain't nobody ain't like if you didn't have to get up every day, grind and go get it, then you got to really question the dollars you get, especially large sums of money that come from people that don't look like you. It's like he signed to this label, and this label know he got all kind of crazy shit going on. At that point, you're an investment for the label, but you have to really ask yourself, like, what are these executives at these labels investing in? As an artist, doesn't it make more sense for these people to come from out of their cubicles and actually come and see the influence that you have over a crowd or a group of people at an actual show? Like that's when you're doing your job as an artist. Playing like rapping in front of a like rapping in front of a board meeting, something is awful. Something is definitely wrong about that. And that's the people that's signing the checks and giving you money. So it's like, okay,
Everybody out here trying to get a quick dollar. Make sure you playing it smart. Make sure you watching your six. Make sure you checking with your OGs. Make sure you moving right. And I mean, some people they get rich and famous, and they don't want to leave the street life alone, and they want to always be down and a real one and all that. But sometimes you got to move different. You can't keep doing the same old things. When you in a different element, you in a different environment. I'm not saying
but
forget who you are. Be true to yourself, but you can't always do the same old shit when you have different problems and different results and different things to live for. Like, you got to move different. I'm sorry. You can't.
and then on top of that, it's like, well, shit, man, you gotta understand. Even when you do come up, it's at the expense. It's at your expense. You being exploited. People exploring your life experience, the things you done saw and seen to make money for them. Because guess what? I feel like this. If you ain't from the hood, then you shouldn't make a dollar off the hood. Now you can give money to the hood, but you shouldn't be profiting off of it. So guess what? Them motherfuckers that writing your checks, getting you to rap on these songs, the engineers y'all have to pay, the people doing sound designs and lights and setting up microphones and audio equipment when you go on tour, the people handing out passes, doing interviews and everything. Any aspect, any aspect of this life, if you didn't come from it, you shouldn't be able to make a dollar from it. And for everybody out there that's in the entertainment world, no matter what you're doing, always remember that they can bring money to the hood, but they ain't taking no money from the hood. Do you hear me? All money in, no money out. Nipsey told you that.
He sure did.
I'm on fire tonight.
Rest in peace.
I can't miss. I'm dropping them from half coat, man. What we got next? What we got next? What's up? What's
We are
next?
going to talk about Darnella Frazier, who is the woman that recorded the George Floyd murder. She won now let me say it right now, Pulitzer Prize. So they gave her that award or prize, I don't know what you want to call it, because she recorded the murder of George Floyd. And I mean, after all the controversy and some people want to call it justice that we've received from the George Floyd case. I think that's the least they could have done for her. Without her recording it, someone recording it, I don't think any of this would have happened. You know, it would have been another case swept under the rug, and there definitely wouldn't have been as much attention brought to it, and all of the good things that have come from it if it wasn't for her. So shout out to her, and I hope she continues to get more accolades because of it. Why not?
Yeah, the thing that, and I just want to kind of throw a caveat in here. Black people, you need to be very mindful when people start rewarding you like you've done the right. Like in this situation, there is no the only right thing to do was to be like, man, we finna start throwing bricks and sticks, and we finna get down, we finna get down for it, and this man ain't gonna lose his life on our watch. You're not gonna do that. That's the only way this interaction ends good is if George Floyd leaves that situation with his life. That didn't happen. So any type of accolades, and the next best thing after that is justice. So anything outside of that, I don't want black people to get the wrong impression to say that okay, I'm gonna throw on a camera and uh then they gonna give me an award for doing it. Like no, that's not. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, I understand the Pulitzer. It's a cool award, but you gotta ask yourself, like, what did you really win this award for? You won this award because you turned your
Did the right
phone
thing.
on and sat there and watched somebody die. I mean, yeah, you need proof, but more important than proof, at the end of the day, motherfuckers need to leave this situation with their life.
Well, I think it's all of the things that have come from the George Floyd murder. You know, there's been a lot of police brutality, a lot of systematic racism going on and injustices, but this is the one that made the most impact. I feel like in our day and age. And I think it goes to show like all the things that came from it and all the awareness that was brought to the situation. They're just trying to show her like, hadn't it been for that recording, none of that may have happened. And even in the beginning when it first happened and they were putting her name on the news saying, this is a young lady who recorded it, I immediately was like, protect her at all costs. Because they blasted her name on the news and now people know who she is and everything. Like she can't even walk down the street like a normal person anymore, So I completely understand that. And then also I think she did the right thing and she did what she could in that moment by recording it. I wouldn't, if I was there, I can't say that I would have got involved because I don't want to be laying next to George Floyd either. So I mean, I'm happy that she walked away and we did get it documented. And she is okay and alive and well. Because she could have got herself hurt too trying to intervene.
But the thing is that, and what the community needs to understand is that if someone's doing it, they don't fear cameras because they aren't like you got to press for consequences ultimately at the end of the day. And when you're in a situation, a dire situation like that, where it's like this is a life and death situation, you watching somebody lose their life right before your eyes. It's like, you got to do what you got to do to get a motherfucker up off of people. And the thing is that as long as the people on code and stick together, ain't gonna be none of that. See, when they understand that as a group, and that goes into the actual story that we'll talk about next, like what I'm talking about now. When you on code and you move as a unit, as a group, people get their mind right real fast when they know it's gonna be some consequences. So it's like it was the people, and I've said that in a previous episode. It's people actually staying on it and saying this ain't fit to happen. We'll tear this motherfucker up. Nigga, we'll be at your front door. It's a pull up summer. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is like pull up summer is a real thing. The streets is hot, and I think that's just the climate that we living in as far as the people are concerned because people aren't just allowing things to happen to them or turning a blind eye to it, and then it makes you kind of look at everything prior to you. It's like these things have always happened. They've always existed. It's about people demanding justice. It's about people really standing up saying that, look, man, you ain't gonna try me like no hoe. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this. If people can feel like they can hold you and do anything to you and get away with it, then they will. At a certain point, you got to let a nigga know, man, you ain't gonna do me like no hoe. And if you do that, people have respect because sometimes that's the only thing people respect. You
Yeah, I mean,
still
we never do it for an award, but I think after so long and everything that she's probably had to deal with, who knows what kind of trauma she suffered from the situation.
yeah, that's
I
some
think it's
wild
just
shit.
it's cool to be recognized.
Yeah, nah, I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her, man, and shout out to the people too. And what else we got? What else we got?
We have to talk about Michigan
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this
man.
Asian man who shot a 6-year-old black boy who was trying to retrieve his bike from his yard or from the grass somewhere near his abode. And this man first threatened the little boy with the sledgehammer. And the little boy said he already knew that wasn't going to work because I'm too fast. And next thing you know, the man goes in the house and shoots from inside his home through a glass window and shoots the little boy. Luckily, only hit him in the arm and he did survive. But he definitely was trying to and could have killed that little boy.
Yeah,
All over a bike.
yeah, man. So you can you go ahead and talk to the people about it. You go ahead and
Yeah,
give your
to
thoughts.
to make it worse, he was arrested and he only was placed on a $10,000 bond, which is extremely low for attempted murder. And he was able to make bond, of course, and got released. And of course, social media and the black community, as we do, made a big stink about it, and there was a huge outcry on social media about how dare he get a $10,000 bond and get released. That's crazy for shooting a child. And then they ended up rearresting him and putting him back in custody. For me, I think it's absolutely crazy that we had to make a stink about it or somebody had to complain or say anything for him to have, been put back in custody. That blows my mind, first of all. Second of all, where's the hate crime speech? No one has even thought or fixed their lips to say that this is a hate crime. This is a 6-year-old black boy trying to ride his bike, and you're going to release him back on the streets with a $10,000 bond for him to go back home to the same street where that little boy wants to play outside? I wouldn't even feel comfortable letting my kids out the house knowing that the neighbor is shooting little black kids. Like, that's not okay. That's not okay. And y'all just release this man right back out into society and expect that kid to live in his house next door or a couple houses down and feel safe. That just blows my mind. And then for the family and the dad and the parents, whoever, I'm sorry, you couldn't sleep not one week living next to me after you shot one of my kids. Nope, it would have went down. Like, it'd have been a shootout on that block because ain't no way. My kid can't go outside and you over here in your house sleeping peacefully. Nope.
Yeah. So when I heard it, for me, I just like I like the pressure that was put on this justice system to do the right thing. Through the grace of God, man, that kid
Once
didn't
again.
lose his life. But more important, and that's the most important thing. The other part of that is the people rallying, the people hitting up these district attorneys and hitting up that judge and putting them out there and showing them, man, this some fuck shit y'all got going on, and y'all need to fix it. And for them to having to go back and fix the bullshit, that shows the power of being on code. See, when people like you can't ask how or why this happens because we know we live in a system where this is normal operating procedure. But yeah, that part. So man, fuck them folk, man. And wherever June Tao is.
I don't know what his
Look,
name is. I think his name is Ryan of all things.
June, that was goddamn June Tao. That's what it was. Hey.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Yeah. About to get look, Will see he locked up. He got to do a little sucky.
You are silly. Well, no, I don't think anybody. He ain't gonna be safe in there after they find out he shot a kid.
Now they gonna turn them in one of them goddamn geisha girls. They gonna have them, cause and let's talk about that too, man. Them motherfuckers in the Oriental, they used to have little boy dressing up like little girls. Them geisha girls was not girls. Them was niggas.
Why? But why? Why are we talking about that?
Cause these some freak ass folk. They
Oh
need
my
to know.
gosh.
The world gonna know today.
So the geisha
Them?
girls weren't girls?
No, them were boys. Them were little boys.
I didn't
Geisha
know
girls
that.
were not. Yeah, geisha girls were not girls. So when you think that's a little like, look, it's a lot of crazy shit be going on. Like in Europe, like that they couldn't have it wasn't nothing but plays with just niggas only. What kind of shit is this? You doing Romeo and Juliet, and you sit up here talking sweet to another nigga in the window? What is wrong? This is insanity. I'm deleting all of it.
I hope so. The last 5 minutes gotta go. Just go ahead and wipe it.
Yeah, nigga out here.
'Cause we can't
Well,
be-
like I say, he locked up. He locked up with them killers and gorilla. They about to have him a little sucky. Right? They gonna be in the pen doing nails and feet.
Hit makeup.
Yeah. He gonna be
Let me
wearing
stop
the makeup.
contributing to this.
You in it too, see?
Nope. Let me stop. You gonna
In
fuck
the
around,
wor-
edit your part out, leave my part in.
In the words of legendary OG Mako, I ain't do it by myself.
Takes a village.
But yeah, getting back on topic, cause this is something I'm gonna keep.
Oh God.
Now, I like the fact that the community was able to get out there and coalesce, man, and really get on the ground and bring about justice. Even though we kind of see people were reluctant in the beginning, they still had to bend the knee and they still had to do the right thing. So that's what's most important in this situation. The most important thing is what the people were able to get done. And as long as we follow that trend and we stay on code, and anytime somebody violate us, we on their head and we do it as a group and as a unit, we'll be all right. Because they ain't got no choice but to get right. Because you don't want what you
They
really
don't
don't
want
want
us.
is you really don't want all of us pulling up at your door. You know what I'm saying? Or catching you somewhere out in public if you gonna do some fuck shit and stand on it. See, they quick to bite pedal and correct fuck shit when you call them out on it. So as a community, as a group, that's what we got to do. That's what we should have always been doing, and that's what we have to continue to do. We have to all just, you know what I'm saying, be a unit, move like a unit. If they do something to one of us, they do something to all of us. And so when it happen, we gotta just be on the ground. We gotta apply that pressure and make them get it right. Because
Apply
guess
that
what?
pressure.
Yeah, it don't matter. My thing is, at the end of the day, bro, it don't matter who do the right thing, as long as the right thing get done. So if you gon' do something as egregious as allow this man to commit a crime like that, and then get off on like $1,000 bond, like, nah, bro, we on your head. Lock him back up where he need to be at.
And they
Because
knew better. They knew they had to lock him back up. He wasn't gonna be safe on the streets either. Come on now.
that's the real crazy. That's the craziest part for me. It's like, you do know that if this man is back on the streets, this is the worst place for him to be. Because if you got him locked up somewhere, you can section him off. That's really for his protection. At the end of the day, him being behind bars is for his protection. Because if he comes back out on the streets and people hear about this thing,
It ain't safe.
and they
it ain't
feel
safe.
like
it ain't safe.
yeah, like he's really not safe on the streets. Like the safest place for him, even though like I seen a video of the initial judge where she had to raise the bond, and she was on some shit like she didn't want to do it. But I'm like, bruh, that's the safest place for him. Like he's not safe on the streets, not going back into that community, or not just being out free anywhere. Because if somebody see him and it's like, okay, they ain't gonna do nothing, then the people might do something, and that's what you really don't want. You really don't want the angry mob on the streets looking for justice. So we need justice to work. We need justice to be the idea of justice that they give to us. You know what I'm saying? So that part, like, yeah, Keep him locked up. He's safe there. But he really ain't safe there. Cause like I say,
He's safest. That's the
yeah,
safest place for him. But we already know there's a target on him, so you don't go around shooting no kids, especially no black kids. Like, what's wrong with you?
yeah. And especially over something so petty, like, cause a
Yeah,
kid
let that
roll
little
his
boy play
tricycle in your.
outside.
Yeah, you tried to. First of all, you tried to hit him with the hammer, but you were too slow. I feel like that would really infuriated him. The
Yeah.
fact that you couldn't catch a 6-year-old nigga, what's wrong with you? You're out of shape, huh? All that fried rice catching up to you, huh?
It's the noodles.
All the noodles weighing you down, huh?
I can't with you. He definitely.
Yeah, then you go in the house and then shoot the kid, man. You tripping, bro?
Did they
Like,
say he had a shotgun?
no, I don't know what kind of gun it was, but he shot through the like you can see like the news showed the bullet hole in the
I saw
window,
it.
so
Yeah.
you could actually see it. Like this dude wilding the fuck out, bro. Like, man, don't you come over here with that bullshit.
And so
You
he
go back
just,
to your
I don't know what the rules are in Michigan, but he just cool to be shooting random people out on the sidewalk. I'm confused.
yeah niggas. That nigga wilding, bro. And the fact that that kid could have lost his life, but through the grace of God, he didn't, bro. Thank God for that one. But we thank God for allowing this kid to see another day. But this Asian nigga, oh, we on your ass. Yeah, we did all right. So we made it through this episode, man. And I think we did it in a pretty good
An
time.
hour.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. Once I cut it down, it's gonna be
Hey.
yeah. I get
I'm
some of this
happy.
fluff out of here.
Not the fluff.
But but people, look, we made it through the episode. We need for y'all to
Episode
like,
9.
share. Yeah, episode 9. We need for you to like, share, subscribe, and do all the stuff, man. But be a fan of this shit. I mean, we got some people, we got some subscribers. We put this out here for everybody, but we really want y'all to, man, get down, come in the pod, listen to us, enjoy yourself, get your mind elevated, man.
Elevate your mind, Craig.
Yeah, stimulate your mind, Craig. Look,
I mean,
so,
I'm a fan of it. We're fans of it. We're fans of the show. So we
Yeah.
like it. We know you're going to love it. Go ahead and
Exactly.
like, share, subscribe, comment. We would greatly
Exactly.
appreciate it.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this. Y'all niggas stop being too cool to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Because people be out here, they loving their fans and shit. I don't want none of y'all niggas to be on here once I done left this mortal car, and then niggas be talking some, man, I used to love the podcast,
We
man,
used
I
to
listen
love
to
to
it.
hear him and all the
Yeah.
jokes.
But y'all ain't like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
give
nigga. I'm
us our
hunting
flowers
you.
so we can still smell them.
Yeah, because I'm letting y'all niggas know now. I'm letting y'all know right now. When I leave this world and you don't do right by me, I'm going to be a vengeful spirit. I'm knocking over all your CDs, all your
Not
books.
CDs, first of
I'm
all.
pouring water in your PlayStation. You ain't going to be able to get rid of me.
You
I'm
an angry ghost.
Yeah, I'm making sure your toilet back up. I'm making sure your microwave shoots sparks. You going to put some respect on me.
Not
Whether
you
it's
putting
in
forks
this
in the
life or the
microwave
afterlife.
and hairbrushes down the toilet. You ain't right.
Look. When
You
I
can't
leave,
be you can't be ain't shit in the present life and the afterlife.
Look, when I leave, I'm coming back. I'm coming back for vengeance. For all you, like how Denzel Washington said at the end of training today, I'm putting supernatural cases on all you bitches.
No, my part is Jerome from Snowfall. I'm putting all you bitches on notice.
Exactly.
That's my line.
But
Well,
you got anything for the people before we get out of here? You want to give them your socials?
yes.
Look away.
You guys know who I am. It's Shelise. You can follow me at Shelise_ with the melanin on all platforms. And this is
Yeah.
episode 9. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and I'm Watt. You can follow me at Watt One Band on all socials. Man, like we said before, like, share, and subscribe. We know we have to tell you motherfuckers more than one time. and it ain't gonna be too many more times.
Like,
Look.
share, subscribe.
I'm bringing up all your them debts and stuff y'all think y'all done got rid of. Sally Mae, it's coming back from the grave with me.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm taking them loans out of deferment. I'm working it. Look, Y'all niggas better do right by me. Look, if you do right, I'm gonna do right by you. But if you do wrong by me, if you don't like, share, subscribe, I'm on your ass when I'm on the other side. Ooh, I got bars. Bars. And on that note, y'all, we out of here. You wanna take us out with the line?
We out the box with it.
Do you hear me?